At 2:18 a.m., Cyrus Jirongo drives into a petrol station. He doesn't stop. He doesn't fuel. He turns around. 39 seconds later, he's dead. CCTV captures every move. The U-turn, the pause, the wrong lane, the impact. This isn't a rumor, this is footage, and it's forcing Kenya to confront questions no one was prepared to ask.
The stories that are being advanced are not making much sense, and I think there is need for clarity.
The Directorate of Criminal Investigations is now reviewing CCTV footage that reconstructs the final minute of Cyrus Jirongo's life with unsettling precision.
I'm privy to the fact that that's a matter that has captured the attention of the country. But I would like to clarify that the issue of the tragic loss of Cyrus Jirongo is under active investigation. Actually, we are towards the tail end of the investigations, but they are all indications that it was a traffic accident, a fatal traffic accident, and not what other people are trying to insinuate.
The video sourced from Eagle petrol station in Karai in Naivasha shows events unfolding faster than earlier police briefings suggested. What was once described as a routine accident now looks like a sequence of deliberate or deeply confused decisions made in under 60 seconds. At exactly 2:18 and 40 seconds a.m., Jirongo's white Mercedes-Benz enters the petrol station from the Nairobi direction. Station attendants later confirm three critical facts. He was alone, he spoke to no one, he did not attempt to refuel. The vehicle moves past the pumps smoothly, almost as if the stop was never meant to be a stop at all. Within seconds, the Mercedes executes a tight U-turn inside the station compound. No hesitation, no exit to the shop, no sign of mechanical distress. This maneuver lasts less than a minute, an unusually short stop for anyone pulling into a petrol station at that hour. Investigators have noted this moment carefully. Why enter at all? At 2:19 and 19 seconds a.m., the Mercedes exits the station. Here's where the footage becomes chilling. Instead of merging safely, Jirongo makes a right turn, rejoining the highway toward Nairobi, but in the wrong lane, directly into oncoming traffic heading to Nakuru. There is a brief pause at the exit, then commitment. At 2:19 and 25 seconds a.m., just 6 seconds later, the collision occurs. A climax coach bus carrying approximately 65 passengers slams head-on into the Mercedes at a high speed. The impact drags the small vehicle roughly 25 meters along the tarmac. The car spins violently before coming to rest at the roadside. By around 2:20 a.m., smoke is visible, illuminated by passing headlights. A family-commissioned autopsy confirms Jirongo died instantly. Cause of death? Severe blunt force trauma to the chest, abdomen, spine, and lower limbs. There was no opportunity for medical intervention. The violence of the collision left no margin for survival.
There was a crash injury to the chest with multiple ribs fracture. There was perforation of the heart with the rupture of most of the major vessels that connect the heart. There were also bleeding into the chest cavity, and also crash injuries going to the abdomen with the crash of the liver, with also bleeding into the abdominal cavity. There was also transection of the spinal cord at the thoracic level. And as a result of our examination, we formed an opinion that the late Cyrus Jirongo died as a result of a crash injury to the chest, the abdomen, and also spinal injuries due to blunt force trauma.
The bus driver Tyrus Kamau Gizinji, told investigators he attempted evasive action but faced an impossible choice: swerve and risk overturning a fully loaded bus or absorb the collision.
Na mimi naye natoka Nairobi, ndio akakuja kama ameniingia kichwa kwa kichwa na mwisho yake ikafika.
He has since been released on cash bail pending possible charges of causing deaths by dangerous driving, a standard legal procedure but one already sparking public debate. The footage answers how, but not why. Why enter the station at all? Why the immediate U-turn? Why the wrong lane after a brief pause that suggests awareness? Earlier reports claimed Jirongo may have dropped off a companion in Naivasha earlier that night, but station staff insist he was alone during the CCTV captured stop.
You've heard that they have concurred in their reports. We have, of course, the government pathologists, and as I had promised yesterday, we as family and friends and committee, we said we must have two other pathologists, one who was nominated by the family through the family doctor, and another one through the committee that is steering this process. And the good news is that they have all concurred. We want to state that, of course, there have been so many questions, so many gaps, so many glaring gaps surrounding the death of our brother. And we've been saying we want questions to these many glaring gaps. The process that happened today is part of the process of giving us answers to these questions that we've been asking. Today we were doing a postmortem which has revealed to us the cause of death. Of course, there are other extraneous matters that are still being investigated by the DCI. We want to plead with everyone. I know the matter is very emotive.
It is unclear if even the bus had passengers. Cyrus Jirongo was no ordinary motorist. He was a veteran politician, former cabinet minister, and a man deeply embedded in Kenya's power networks. His family is now demanding full transparency. Some political allies are openly calling for an independent inquiry, citing contradictions in earlier reports and the gravity of the footage now in the public domain. The DCI says it continues to analyze forensic data, witness statements, and the CCTV timeline. This footage is the clearest reconstruction yet, but it is not the final word. Until every question is answered, this case will remain more than a tragic accident. It will remain a national conversation Kenya cannot afford to ignore. What do you think about the CCTV footage? Drop your comments. Newsroom, Maisha TV, Bushabi Jr.